Greetings fellow captains and welcome back to another episode of World of Warships with the Hive Hand, and today we're going to be having a look at one of the matches myself and Heck have had so far whilst we've been slowly but surely grinding our way through ranked. We're doing pretty well. We've both been busy, so we only got up to I think we're rank 5 now. We got a reasonable win rate, but last night was not good. but this was one of the highlights. So we've been running in the last season of ranked, sorry, the season 13 was it, which was tier 6. We were running the Mass and the Fiji, and that was proven to be really successful. And we've continued that tradition on with say a reasonable amount of success so far this season. And our typical tactic, as you can see here, Heck is going for B, I'm going for A. Basically, I've got pretty low detectability for a cruiser at tier 6, being just 10.5 kilometers. The principal idea is, if Heck gets in a B and the enemy DD's there, well, he's got smoke, he's got sonar, he can pretty much handle anything that's thrown at him DD wise. And me, on the other hand, if I push over the way, usually I get there before being spotted by any other cruisers. And if the DD's over here, obviously, I'm in the Fiji. I've got torps, I've got torpedoes, I've got smoke, and some pretty nasty little guns. But this match, the strategy doesn't go well. So as you can see, I'm detected. It has to be the DD. We've got a Nelson reasonably close to us. The Indianapolis is just behind the island, and I do make a mistake of assuming that is exactly where he stays. You can see him there, he's just popped up. So we don't take much damage from the Nelson, but the Indianapolis slaps us quite hard. So we're looking to try and escape. We're pretty sure we'll be undetected by the time the Nelson's guns reload, so hopefully he decides to pick another target. But turns out he doesn't. There is definitely a salvo on its way, but it's an unnamed salvo. It's pretty damn well unnamed salvo. He almost catches us there, but he doesn't. So torps coming in from the DD, and we successfully cap A. But as you can see, Heck is doing a pretty good job of there contesting B, and their DD just got nuked, which you'd think that would make this a pretty solid course for the win. But there's a bit of a problem here. So if you didn't notice, the Nelson's over here, there's myself and the Indianapolis. Neither are particularly good options for, well, I say that, they're perfectly good options for taking on battleships. Just not a bloody Nelson. The Fiji requires other very close range shots to do damage to the main body of the ship, but it generally relies on hitting the superstructure. And when you hit the superstructure right, 5, 7, 8, 9, even 10,000 damage salvos are fairly common, and that's every like 6 seconds. But the Nelson doesn't have much of a superstructure. It's all bloody guns. So we are limited with what damage we can do to him. Obviously, he has those super heals as well, which you can see him taking advantage of right now, as he basically prints himself an entirely new ship. And over the other side with Heck is a Belfast. Now, Heck was rightly asking, can I get some help over this side of the map? And I'd love to. Nothing would please me more than coming over and taking care of that Belfast. But there's a Nelson in the way. He's too close for me to avoid detection, and with his 16-inch guns, he can penetrate the Fiji at whatever angle, and you know it's going to really hurt, and there's not much I can do about it. And here's where I should have noticed, but I didn't. But that Indianapolis has actually creeped entirely around the other side. So we have lost one of our battleships. We line up some torps on the Nelson, but he does spot us. So because we're spotted, obviously we need to make manoeuvres, and he's manoeuvring because, well, he's not that stupid. Apologies there, my phone decides to start ringing in the background. This is honestly like the 5th time I've tried recording this, so I'm not starting it again. So sorry about that. Hopefully the noise cancellation and stuff would have not picked that up and taken that out. So honourable mention for the Indianapolis player. Well, I'm not too sure if he's brave, bold, stupid, or genius, but he pulls off a manoeuvre here that essentially wins us the game. We wouldn't have won if this didn't happen. So he decides to push out on the Nelson. So the Nelson's focused on him. That allows me to back up. Okay, I am undetected, but it allows me to use all of my guns, and we can start punishing him. Like I said, because it's a Nelson, you know, we're only getting 2,000-3,000 a salvo instead of the 5 or 7 against something that has a bit more of a substantial superstructure. But it's every 6 seconds, and as you can see, our damage is racking up fairly quickly. Obviously, he is healing as well. Their team does have 3 of the heals that were available at this time. I believe it's 3. It's either 2 or 3, but yeah, the Nelson is about to go down. I believe this is the salvo that finishes him off. And pop, he's gone. Right, okay, so we have lost both of our battleships. And you'd think, all right, okay, well, we've lost 2 battleships. It's okay, we've got a destroyer. As you can see by the mini-map, Heck is desperately trying to get away from that Belfast and that Indianapolis, who are hunting him down. And same situation again here. There's a Synop. And the fact he's so far away, there is literally nothing that I can do. I believe the Indianapolis also has radar. I'm pretty sure that's correct. But again, our Indianapolis, being bold and brave, pushing out in front of that Synop. We're gonna. So this is where we should start getting some pretty decent salvos. A broadside battleship that has some superstructure. Unfortunately, only our rear guns are actually going to get to him at the moment. But Synop is actually another difficult one because it doesn't actually have a whole lot of superstructure. But as you can see, we've racked up like, what, 15k on him already? That's going to be 20k at least with this salvo, I expect. So as you can see, yeah, we're punishing him. The New Orleans is almost dead, but in a last-ditch effort of defiance, boom. Boom. The New Orleans rams the Synop, leaves him with just enough health, but fortunately, my final salvo picks him off. But unfortunately, Heck is now dead. So it's just myself against a Belfast and an Indianapolis. We do have 2 heals because the very brave Indianapolis, was he in Indianapolis or New Orleans? I forgot. And I'll be honest with you, as I'm recording audio, I've got a tiny little screen to actually watch the video on. So most of this is purely coming from memory from my head. So we've got 2 heals. I believe they have either 3 or 4 heals. Which, alright, fine. I'll be quite happy to take on a Belfast or an Indianapolis, even if I don't have heals and they've got 3 or 4 heals. I'm pretty confident in my abilities in the Fiji. It's worked really well for me for ranked so far. We fire some speculative torps because I expect them to head that way. So my plan of action here is, right, they were spotted to the south side of B. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to push north a little bit and head to the north side of B. So if they come in to cap A, I can get over and cap B, and I've got enough of a points lead that, you know, we should be able to win. And my God, why does my phone decide to go off like bloody crazy now? I'm gonna have to learn to mute this. And there we go. We spot the Indianapolis. The Indianapolis also spots us. So it's just me, just an Indianapolis. Like, all right, okay, this is fine. Right, okay, this has gone from fine to being oh shit. There's the Belfast. The Belfast is presenting a much better target. So we switch to the Belfast. But look, I'm getting absolutely punished by these two. All right, yeah, great. We get high caliber. It's not going to mean a lot if we lose the match. But as you can see, just look at how quickly that Belfast is recovering his health. It's almost as fast as I can actually do damage to him, and he is trying to make some evasive maneuvers, which isn't really helping my cause at all. So, but they're both chasing me, and because they're both chasing me, that means I can at least launch my torps. So we fire up our smoke screen because, yeah, we're just losing too much health too quickly here. And this is actually where the final win of the game comes from. The Indianapolis got greedy. The Indianapolis is chasing me, trying to win harder by killing everyone on the enemy team. Why didn't he just go into A? If he went into A, he would have forced me to have turned around and come and fought them. But by not going into A, I still have the advantage here. Like, I'm still winning this match. I just need to survive. So that's exactly what I'm going to try and do. So my plan changes yet again to from going round to cap B to trying to kill the Indianapolis to running away to essentially surviving. That's what it's come down to now. My plan is I need to survive. Now, if you notice, if you're paying attention to where the salvos from the Belfast are coming from, he is not carrying on his original trajectory. He has actually changed course, and you'll see exactly. We can pretty much tell what he's going to do. He's going to go and he's going to try and take A. So yes, okay, I have a, what's that, 60-point lead, or close enough. But that 60-point lead is about to go really, really quickly. So two things have happened now. So one, I stopped getting my lead. But two, most importantly, I'm now only fighting one ship. So now the Indianapolis has got a bit of a longer reload than myself. So I am going to use this time to spin my ship around, make sure I'm not giving him full broadside as the next salvo comes in. Next salvo comes in and it barely scratches me. But it's just the Indianapolis firing at me now. The Belfast is not in range of me. The Belfast can do nothing to help his buddy out. So we do disable one of his guns. He does go broadside, and we score some juicy citadels. But again, pay attention to how quickly his health goes back up because of the amount of heals. Obviously, Fiji has awesome torpedo angles, so we fire some torpedoes at him, score some more juicy citadels. He does the right thing. He turns back in towards us, but our sharks are already in the water. And as you can see, they took the lead by taking both the caps, but I snagged the lead right back with 30 seconds to go. So my original plan here was like, well, I'll just go dark. I'll just go undetected. He can't see me, and it doesn't matter. But I'm like, wait, hang on. I done really well in that battle. That could have ended up much worse. I've still got 17,000 health, and this Belfast is just spamming HE. So we might as well fire a final salvo, final haha, we got you. And yeah, match won by the skin of our teeth. I want to thank Heck for going through ranked battles with me. It's been fun. We've had our ups and downs. So you see 170,000 damage, 3,681 base XP. All of our team done well, but like I said, special shout out to it was New Orleans, not Indianapolis player for that bold, brave, crazy move that he pulled off. So I do hope you enjoyed this video, and of course, as always, until next time, take care.